Hi everyone, thank you for coming to my Vulnerably Badass YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the plant paradox again. The other day I talked about the book and I talk about the yes list, what the author recommended to eat. But there's also a no list. So I want to go over, the no list. It's not just reading what's on the no list, but it's more like my personal experience, after reading the no list, what I have been doing. So that's something that I want to share today. So I'm gonna take a look at the no list because I printed out. So there is I listened to the audible version, but there's a accompanying PDF and it has the list. So the just say no list of lectin containing foods. So first it starts off with refined starchy foods and like pasta, rice, potatoes, bread, tortillas, pastry flour. Yeah, of course, we know those refined carbs are not good. Also, those are the things that, yeah, we know, but it's so hard to completely avoid it because we're so surrounded by these carbs. So what I'm doing now is if I am eating alone, I try not to eat these. And if I'm eating with my family, my husband, my son, or my friends, or if anybody else cook the meal, I eat together. Because I think eating, of course, is good, important for your health, but there is such a big social aspect. So what I'm trying to do is, I try to select as many healthy choices when I'm alone, but I try to kind of appreciate the opportunity to eat with someone. So yeah, we eat carbs, pasta, rice for dinner. But for my lunch, I try to go these refined carb free. So it's not a new news, right? But something new that I started doing is milk. I try to go dairy free again when I'm alone. So for lunchtime, or for my dessert, I used to eat unsweetened plain Greek yogurt, but nowadays I've been substituting it with coconut yogurt, and also coconut yogurt has probiotics, so organic coconut yogurt. And also instead of milk, I am drinking unsweetened organic almond milk. Before I was drinking soy milk, but after reading GMOs and soy is not really good, this and that, when I'm alone I try to avoid eating soy or soy milk. Instead, except for natto. And when I'm alone, when I'm eating salads, I don't add any cheese anymore. And for snack too, I don't eat cheese, no milk. I used to drink cafe latte all the time, but nowadays I just drink black coffee. Or if I feel like adding some kind of milk, coconut milk or almond milk. And no cheese, yeah. Yeah, so I don't, for snacks too, I don't eat cakes or pastry. I used to love pastry so much, but nowadays when I'm with someone I eat cakes, pastry, bread. When I'm alone I try not to eat. So it's a kind of big change to go dairy free when I'm alone. That's the key word, not all the time, but when I have choice. And vegetables, right? This is the hard part of reading Plant Paradox, you know, like before reading this, you know, I thought veggies are healthy, so, you know, anything is okay, but he lists these lectin containing vegetables, like, ooh, those things were something I were eating. So again, when I'm eating salad or when I'm cooking for my lunch, I don't add, but when I'm eating with friends, you know, or family, I still try to eat these things if they were included. So one thing that was like a big surprise, like peas. Peas are not good. It was so sad because I like really green peas, you know, and you know, like rice cooked with peas is so yummy. So I can't eat that. And legumes, you know, legumes like beans. Wow, it's a big surprise because beans, I thought they were so good with the fiber and protein, but no. One thing he mentioned is like legumes, beans, if you pressure cooker it, the lectin will be gone. So I'm thinking about maybe using Instapot to pressure cook these beans so that I can add to my salad or smoothies or just eat it. So that's a good news. And green beans. Oh, yeah, I'm so sad. I'm a huge fan of green beans, especially like Chinese green beans. So I'm so sad. And chickpeas, including hummus. So I was big fan of hummus too, to, you know, dip it in carrots, celery, and eat it together. So I'm so sad. And soy, tofu. My comfort food is miso soup with tofu and seaweed. But after reading this, I decided to, you know, I still add seaweed, but instead of tofu, more mushroom or something else. Edamame. Again, so shocking because I thought edamame was the healthiest snack and it's so yummy and it's so easy. So I got frozen edamame and boil it and eat it, but now I can't do that. So yeah, these are really tough to let go. The list also says all beans including sprouts. So like after reading Super Life, I started eating sprouts, you know, like germinated, sprouted, you know, things are good. So I made sure I always add sprouts to my salad, but now it says because beans are not good, sprouts are not good. So again, sad news. And then, so those are the vegetables that I got kind of shock, you know, list. And nuts and seeds, I was surprised again because I thought nuts and seeds were really good stuff. So I got all kinds of nuts and seeds, but the especially things that I was surprised, like I had chia seeds, organic chia seeds, but he says chia seeds has lectin, so it's not good. So like I'm like, oh, I have to let you go. I mean, I'm not gonna throw them away. I still have them, but not really so often. Now, because I still have them and I don't want to throw them away, I use it sometimes to as a topping on my smoothie, but I don't use as often as I used to. And probably when I'm done with that, you know, whatever I have, probably I'm not gonna buy new chia seeds. And peanuts. He said peanuts are not technically nuts. It's more like beans. So I'm like, okay, sad. But I didn't really like peanuts that much. I mean, I would eat it, but not like I like macadamia nuts or pecans. So it's not a big deal for me. But the next thing was big deal. Cashews. Cashews, same as peanuts. You know, they are not really nuts. And I'm so sad because I really liked cashews. And then fruits, in parentheses, some called vegetables. These lists are so hard to let go, especially those are like summer summer veggies. So cucumbers, zucchini, pumpkins, squashes, melons, eggplant, tomatoes, bell peppers, chili peppers, and the biggest surprise, goji berries. No! Again, goji berries are something that I started to eat after reading Super Life, and now reading the Plant Paradox. You know, goji berries aren't good, so I still have the package. So I use it sometimes a little bit, but not as I used to. So that was super shocking. Goji berries? Serious? And then next, milk products. You know, I already talk about it when I talk about milk, but yogurt, including Greek yogurt. So I changed to coconut yogurt. And cheese, yeah, I don't eat cheese when I'm alone. And another surprising thing it has under the grains is quinoa. And like, really? I thought quinoa was the healthy food. But again, I gave up. And brown rice, you know, I used to eat brown rice all the time in Korea, germinated brown rice. But what it is, like the outside, you know, has actually, you know, with the chemicals and stuff, so it's not that good. So I'm so shocked. And buckwheat too. Like, oh, I cannot eat soba noodles. So sad. Corn. Yeah, corn and soy. Those are the biggest learning for me. You know, like a lot of corn and soy, like GMO corns, GMO soys, and really, what is that? You know, polluted. You know, so it's really, and many highly processed foods has corns or corn oil or soy oil or whatever. So it's so massive, the influence is so massive, so I try to avoid as much as possible. And the last one, vegetable oil, for the same reason, you know, like soy oil or corn oil, not good. And shocking, canola oil, because when I was younger, I thought canola oil was a kind of healthy kind of oil, so I was, and without really knowing details about research or anything, I was always getting canola oil instead of vegetable oil. But now canola oil is not good either. So those are the things that I was surprised, you know, that kind of shifted my mind, or it was different from what I understood. So it shocked me, but it influenced me enough to change my eating habit. So I am enjoying, and as usual, you know, my style is like, I'm not perfect, I'm not gonna do 100%, but I'll try to increase more healthy stuff and, you know, reduce unhealthy stuff, so it's easier. You know, it's not like I ate goji berries, like this is the end of my life. Nothing like that. Like, yeah, today I eat goji berries because I still have it, but it's better than before because I'm intentionally reducing the intake. So that's my philosophy, and that's how I do it. So listening to today's YouTube video, like, what was the surprise to you? You know, like, what kind of changes would you like to make to your eating habit? So thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. See you next time.